students. Now today we are going to discuss experiment number 2, that is to determine the length of the given specimen using micrometer and to find out percentage error in measurement. So in the last class we have discussed the practical related to the vernier caliper. So there is some limitation with vernier caliper. If you recall the previous practical, we see that the least count of vernier caliper is 0.02 mm. So it is in even digit. So it can only measure the even measurement. For example, if you want to measure 19.52, you can easily measure with the help of vernier caliper. If you want to measure 19.51, so it is the odd one. So you can't measure it as 19.51. Either you read it as 19.5 or 19.52. So micrometer is the instrument that will remove the limitation of that vernier caliper. So now let us start to discuss the practical related to micrometer. Now in the introduction part, first, micrometer is what? Micrometer is a device or the instrument that is used to measure anything or any dimension with very precise method, which we cannot measure with the help of vernier caliper or a simple meter scale. And what is micrometer? I will show you micrometer. The micrometer is like this one. This one. So basically, what is the principle of micrometer? Micrometer works on the principle that when you rotate it, when a screw is turned to a nut, a screw is turned to a nut on one revolution, it advances by one pitch distance. If you rotate a screw, then it will move by one pitch distance in one complete revolution. So as in the animated figure, it is shown that a nut is moving on the volt and it is moved by one pitch distance in one rotation. Next, we are going to discuss the parts of micrometer. So we will discuss the parts of micrometer. So the very first part, this is the very first part of micrometer is what? It is the anvil face. Anvil face. This is anvil face. So this is the fixed part. This is a fixed part, and this fixed part is attached to the U frame. This fixed part is attached to the U frame. Now next is spindle. Spindle is what? Spindle is a part of the micrometer that is fixed to the screw which is present inside this body. There is a screw that is present inside this body. For example, I am talking about this is the anvil, this is the anvil, and this is the spindle. This is the spindle which can do the rotary motion as well as linear motion. Okay, so this is the spindle. Now there is the presence of a hard material on the face of this anvil and this spindle. This is carbide tip. This is carbide tip. It is attached to the face of anvil and the face of spindle. This is present because when we put any material or any specimen in between this anvil or spindle, so this carbide tip helps to prevent the face of the anvil and the face of the spindle. So this carbide tip helps to prevent the face of anvil and face of spindle so that no error occur due to the irregularity which can be possible without the presence of this carbide tip. Next is locking nut. Locking nut is what? Locking nut is a nut that is used to fix, or you can restrict the motion of the spindle. If you lock it, if you lock this screw, then you cannot rotate this spindle. This is fixed. If you open it, then you can easily rotate the spindle. Okay. Next is sleeve. Sleeve. Sleeve is which part of micrometer? Sleeve is the part of the micrometer on which the main scale is present. On which the main scale is present. Here the main scale is present. Here, like this. Like this. Now next part is thimble. Next part is thimble. Thimble is what? Thimble is the part which can also do the rotary motion as well as linear motion, as like this spindle, and the circular scale is present over this thimble. The circular scale is present over this thimble, like this, like this. Okay. And this is ratchet. This is ratchet. This is ratchet. This is ratchet. And this ratchet is what? If you turn the spindle or you move the spindle in forward direction, when there is a sound which confirms you that the workpiece is completely fit. This sound. This is called as ratchet sound. Okay. So ratchet is what? Ratchet confirms that the specimen is completely fixed in between the anvil and the spindle, and there is no need to apply further pressure to fix the specimen. It confirms that it is the workpiece is completely fixed in between the anvil and spindle. So I have already explained these parts: U-frame, steel frame, anvil and spindle, lock nut, sleeve or barrel, thimble, and ratchet. I have explained it. Now, what we do, we will calculate the least count of micrometer. That what is the least count of micrometer for the smallest distance which can be measured by using this micrometer. So least count is what? Least count is defined as the pitch of the screw, pitch of the the screw which is present inside this body, divided by the total number of division on the circular scale. This is the circular scale in which some divisions are present. So we will rotate it by one complete revolution, and in one complete revolution, it will travel one pitch distance. So this is the least count, pitch of the screw divided by total number of divisions on the circular scale. So this is how we will find out the pitch of the least count of the micrometer. So this figure is showing you the condition in which the micrometer is completely fixed. Micrometer is completely closed condition. It means this zero, and main is circular scale 0 is coinciding. Main scale 0 and circular scale 0 is coinciding. When this is the condition, it means the micrometer is in closed condition. Now what we will do, we will rotate this circular scale by complete one rotation, so that it will take the position like this. There is certain gap. There is a certain gap. By opening the micrometer by one complete revolution of circular scale, and it will travel some distance, and this distance which is traveled by this spindle in one complete revolution is the pitch of the screw which is present inside the body of micrometer, like this. This is the closed condition. Now I will open it by one distance. So you can see that easily. This is open. This micrometer is in open condition now. So now what we will do in the figure, first The image is of closed condition. In the figure 2, this is the image which is showing you that after one complete revolution, it will give you some reading, and this main scale reading is equals to 0.5 mm. That is the pitch of the screw which is present inside the body of the micrometer. And how many divisions are there in circular scale? There are 50 divisions. So as we have already discussed that what is least count. Least count is defined as the pitch of the screw divided by the total number of divisions on the circular scale. So we will put pitch of the screw as 0.5 mm and number of divisions as 50 on circular scale. So therefore the least count is 0.01 mm. Now you can see that in the case of vernier caliper, it is 0.02 mm. So it will give you only in even digits like 19.52, 19.54. Now if you want to calculate any value in odd number, you can also calculate with the help of micrometer. So micrometer is a device which can give you the dimension in odd as well as in even. Okay. Now, what is the formula for the measurement that we use with the help of micrometer? So measurement in the case of micrometer is given by main scale reading. Main scale reading. Main scale reading is what? Main scale reading is the reading that is present on the thimble scale. The scale that is present on the thimble scale. Sleeve that is present on the sleeve plus CSD. CSD is what? Circular scale division. This is circular scale division. And which circular scale division you have to consider? You have to consider the circular scale division which is matching with the index line. Index line is the line on which the main scale is present. That is the sleeve part. Okay. And plus minus error. If there is some error in micrometer, then you have to subtract it or add it according to the nature of the error. Okay. So this is the formula for the measurement. Now we have to discuss errors in micrometer. Errors are of the following types. First one is zero error. Zero error. So when zero error occur, when the zero of main scale coincides with the zero of when the zero of main scale coincides with the zero of circular scale. It means this is the zero of main scale and this is the zero of circular scale. When they got coincide to each other, then it has zero error. It means zero error means micrometer has no error. Okay. Now next type of error is positive zero error. What will happen if in the complete closed condition of the micrometer, if the zero of the circular scale, zero of the circular scale is below the zero of main scale. Again, I am telling you, if the zero of circular scale is below the zero of main scale, then the number of divisions, below the main scale 0, below the main scale 0 up to the number of divisions up to 0 of main scale. For example, in this figure, this is 1 division, 2 division and 3 division. So there is the error of 3 division. So when the error of circular scale is below the 0 of main scale, when anvil and spindle brings together, then it is said to be have positive zero error. Now this error can be removed from the measurement by subtracting it. I have already discussed in the vernier caliper case, if it is of positive nature, so it will be subtracted from the final measured value. Okay. Next is negative zero error. Negative zero error is what? If we completely close the spindle and if we get the position of circular scale is like this. If zero of circular scale is above the zero of main scale, then the error is said to be negative zero error. When the zero of circular scale is above the zero of main scale, when the anvil and spindle brings together, then it is said to have negative zero error, and this error is removed from the measurement by adding it in the value. It means if you have not put any specimen in the micrometer, and micrometer is in complete closed condition, it will showing you the value in negative side, less than 0. So you have to measure it in the, sorry, you have to add it in the measured value. This is how the measured value will change according to the nature of the error. Now, procedure of taking measurement. So what is the procedure of taking measurement? So first of all, hold the object whose dimension is to be determined. ठीक है, आप बेटा सबसे पहले क्या करते हो, आप ये आपका माइक्रोमीटर है. Then what you have to do, you have to first of all you have to check the error. You have to check the nature of the error, whether your micrometer is having any error or not. If it is having 0 error, it is okay. Then you have no need to add or subtract error from the measured value. When the error nature is negative, then you have to add it in the measured value. When the nature of the error is positive, then you have to subtract it in the measured value. Okay. After that, what you have to do, you have to hold the specimen. You have to hold the specimen in you have to hold the specimen in between anvil and the spindle. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to take the reading of main scale, and then you have to find out the reading of circular scale division, which is coinciding with the main scale line. And I have already told you the measurement formula, that is the main scale reading plus circular scale division into least count. And if there is any error, in the measurement, then what you have to do, you have to use this formula. Final dimension is equals to MSR, that is the main scale reading, plus CSD into least count plus minus error. Okay. So this plus minus sign depends upon the nature of the error. Now, this is the observation table which we have to make. Okay, what we have to do now, first of all, we have to hold the specimen that we have to measure in between this anvil and spindle. So this is the specimen, and after fixing this specimen in the anvil and between the anvil and the spindle, there is some reading is coming on the main scale. Above this line, each division is of 1 mm. Each division is of 1 mm, and this is also of 1 mm. But the division which is present above this line, shows that this 1 mm is further divided into half. It means from this 0 point, first division shows you 0.5 mm, then again 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 0.5 mm and this is 1 mm, 1 mm, 1 mm. So from this figure, you can see that what is the reading of main scale. Main scale is 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, and then 5 mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 mm is the main scale reading, 5. So we know main scale reading is 5. Now we have to check the circular scale division. Now, which division we have to take? We have to take the division which cross the main scale line or which is coinciding with the main scale line. So in this figure, you can easily see that the second division, this from counting from 0, 1, 2. This 2 division is crossing the main scale line. So what is the value of circular scale division? Circular scale division is 2. Okay. And sorry, this least count is 0.01. Sorry, this is 0.01. Okay, this is 0.01. This least count is 0.01. Okay, I will correct it. Okay, now least count is 0.01 mm. 0.01 mm. So what is the measurement? Mean scale reading plus circular scale division into least count. So it will be 5.02 mm. This reading is 5.02 mm. Now, what is the formula for the percentage error calculation? Percentage error calculation is measured value minus true value divided by true value into 100. So in this case, what is the value of standard one? That is the true value. It is 5. It is 5. So what is the percentage error? Measured value is 5.02 minus standard value, that is 5. So it is 0.02 divided by 5 into 100. So this will be the percentage error. Next reading is, next this is a again new type of micrometer which is starting from 25, which is starting from 25 in spite of 0. The main scale of this micrometer, the main scale of this micrometer is starting from 25. It means it can measure from 25 to 50. It is having the range of 25 to 50. But the annual length is same as the previous one, which I have shown you. So this is because if we, this is why this is not from 0 to 50. When it is 0 to 50, it means you are increasing the length of this spindle, and this spindle is having the length, very large length, and diameter is too much small. So elongation or some defect can occur in this spindle. So that's why we made it in the form of ranges like 0 to 25, 50 to, oh sorry, 25 to 50, 50 to 75. Okay, so for checking the error in this case, we have a standard of 25 mm. Now we have to fix this 25 mm standard in between the anvil face and micrometer face. Sorry, spindle face, anvil face and spindle face, like this. Now we have to take the reading. We have to check that whether it is having some error or not. So you can see that from this figure, this is this figure shows the condition of this micrometer here. So this is, and this is the standard. So you can see that 25 is matching with the zero of circular scale. It means it has no error. It is having no error. This micrometer is having no error. So now we have to remove this standard value of 25 mm from this, and we have to fix the specimen that we have to measure. Okay, so we have fixed this specimen, and now we have to take the reading. So from this, you can easily see that this is 25. So this is 26, 27, 28, 29 division. So main scale reading is 29. Main scale reading is 29. Now for the circular scale division, which division has to be taken? It is taken the division which is matching with the main scale or which have crossed the main scale. So in this figure, we can easily see that this division is coinciding with main scale. So this is which division? 15, 16, 17. This division is not completely matching. There is some inclination. So this is 17. This is 17. This is 17. So we have keep this circular scale division as 17. Least count is 0.01 mm. So according to the formula, 29 plus 17 into 0.01. So measurement is 29.17. This is how we will measure with the help of micrometer, which is having the range of 25 to 50. And percentage error formula remains the same. That is the measured value, that is 29.17 minus true value. This is the specimen of the standard value 30. So we write it as 30, 29.17 minus 30 divided by 30 into 100. So in this way, we will calculate the percentage error. Okay. I think practical of micrometer is clear to you. If you have any problem at any point, you can comment me or you can WhatsApp me. Thank you so much. You'll have a nice day.